Hello there and welcome back to the channel. Now we're going to talk about the Lantern Festival since that's coming up here real soon. And this is going to be your survival guide. In other words, you're going to get here, it's going to be mass chaos, there's going to be people everywhere, and there's things you're going to wish you knew ahead of time because it's going to be almost impossible to figure out during all of the commotion. So we are talking about the Lantern Festival in Chiang Mai, and all that takes place in Old City. Old City, you can see on a map, it's a square, and inside that square is what is commonly referred to by foreigners as Old City. So I'm going to show you exactly where everything is going to be going on there so you have some idea of where to go. We're going to talk about bathrooms, where to find those, where to find all the events that are going to happen while you are there. So I will put a link down in the description. It is to the official event schedule, the dates, the places, the times, and all that good stuff. So make sure you do check that out down in the description. Now, the first thing I wanted to go over with you is your hotel accommodation. Hopefully, if you've already booked it, you have booked it within that square or at least around the perimeter of Old City. And the reason being is because it is going to be way easier for you to walk to everything that you need to get to during the festival. Place is going to be packed. The restaurants, they're all going to be right there in Old City, real nice and neat for you, catering towards tourists. They will be able to speak English in most places there. Also, you're going to find all kind of events that are going on for this festival. I would say 99.9% of them are all going to be right there in Old City or the perimeter. So my point is, if you're going to book a hotel, if you haven't booked it yet, try to get in Old City or right on the outside of it. That being said, you're going to end up walking to most places. Transportation during this festival is a complete nightmare. Why is it a nightmare? Well, there's too many people. There's not enough vehicles to carry everyone around. And it's elbow to elbow everywhere you look. I drive to this event to cover it for the channel, and it is very difficult just to arrive there by a motorcycle. So my point is, walking is going to be your best friend. Later at night, earlier in the morning, yeah, you can probably catch some public transportation and actually get somewhere. Just be prepared, bring good shoes, because you're going to do a lot of walking. Again, this is why it's a good area to stay in, being Old City, right there in the middle of it all. Now, the best app to use while you're here in Thailand is going to be Google Maps. And I would say that's the best way to put in your destination and use the walking, and therefore you're able to walk all over the place and figure out where you are going. Trying to find directions from people is going to be very difficult since most people are tourists. They're just like yourselves. Or you're going to speak to a Thai and they're going to give you directions, but you're not going to understand it. So make sure you find on Google Maps where you want to go, put it in there, use that. It works great here in Thailand. Now, that being said, what about bathrooms? Well, one thing you can do in Google Maps is you could put in public restrooms, and it will guide you within Old City or anywhere else you're here in Chiang Mai. It will show you where the nearest public restrooms are. So let's say it's wall-to-wall people. You've got to use the bathroom. You're not sure where to go. First of all, the easiest thing's always going to be a restaurant. Now make sure you buy something there at the restaurant first, and then use their restroom, because they will let you use the restroom if you are a customer of theirs. The other thing is, again, using Google Maps, put in public restrooms and follow it to some of the restrooms. Now, there are some American fast food chains, especially right around the Top Hat Gate, which is like the epicenter. We're going to come to that in a minute. There is a Burger King, a McDonald's, there is a Starbucks, and there's also a Taco Bell. And you could probably waltz right in there, I know I do, and use the restroom there. No one's going to say anything to you about it. Also, if you do have your hotel in Old City, there's another benefit, is you could just walk to your hotel and use the restroom when you need to. So going back to the Ta Pa Gate, again, the epicenter of all of downtown Chiang Mai. This is the scene you see all the time if you look up the city of Chiang Mai. This is where all the action is going to take place. Normally this area just has a few tourists milling around. It's no big deal, a few vendors. But for this event, it is going to be on fire. This is going to be where the main stage is. This is going to be where the concerts are. This is going to be where all of the decorations are. And everywhere you want to take selfies, pictures, video, it's going to be right here at the Ta Pa Gate. Now, if you're wondering where's the best place to see the lanterns, both the ones that will be in the water and the ones that will be floating through the air, those things are usually after the parade. So we're going to go back to the parade in a minute, but let's talk about the actual lantern festival type things. It's going to be down by a bridge, the Iron Bridge, and there's another adjacent bridge. So if you're anywhere in this area, you will easily be able to see the lanterns in the sky. As a matter of fact, you're going to see the lanterns no matter where you're at in downtown Chiang Mai because they're all in the sky. But if you want to be right in the epicenter of where they're launching, you want to go to the Peng River, you want to go to one of these two locations where the bridges are, which are easily accessible from Old City, and you can go down there and see them both being launched by the little boats and in the air. There's also a monument called the Three Kings Monument, and you may want to go there. There will be plenty of events there. When you look at the schedule, which there's a link down in the description, you will see that some of the events take place at the Three Kings Monument. So this is where that is at, and you will find those events there. Now, another thing to keep in mind is there is a huge parade that goes on. So I'm going to show you the main areas where the parade starts, where it will, I don't know exactly where it ends, but I can give you the route where to see it, where the epicenter to watch everything would be. So that's going to be near the Ta Pa Gate, both inside the moat. You're going to find that they start a lot of the parades from in there. And then right outside of the moat, you are going to find the main parade area, which goes down the road towards the Peng River. And that is going to be the best place for you to view these events. And that parade can last anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. And there's plenty to see during that parade. So there is plenty of nightlife going on in Old City. You can get massages if you're worn out, you love a massage. That's going to be all over the place. The main businesses you're going to find downtown Old City Chiang Mai are going to be restaurants, hotels, massage places, tattoos, those kind of things. They're going to be everywhere. Anyway, this is the epicenter. You should have a good time here. Just be prepared for massive crowds. By the way, if you are looking to move to Thailand, make sure to check out our step-by-step guide to moving to Thailand. There is a link down in the description under Buy Me a Coffee. And I hope you guys have a wonderful time at the Lantern Festival. So thank you for watching. If you feel so inclined, buy us a coffee. We'd really appreciate it. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Narrow Gate family. So thank you for now, and I'm going to say thank you in Thai, which is Khap Khun Khap.